Hello, my friend. I think I might be getting myself in some trouble with this video. I hope not, because I'm just trying to be honest. I'm just trying to be honest about how I feel about some of these brands, because my job here on this channel is to help you not to buy crap. And the only way I know how to do that is to try things, to develop a perspective, and then to share that perspective with you. So today, I am recreating a video that I made many moons ago that is 7 brands that I'm not buying from anymore and why. Yes, it's happening. Hang tight. We're getting into it right now. I'm not sure if I made this disclaimer the last time I did this video, but I want to make sure I put it in this time that this is not a permanent ban from the channel. Some of the brands that I talked about in the last video are definite permanent bans, but for this one, I do reserve the right to purchase from them again in the future at some point, but for now, I'm just feeling kind of done. So let's talk about the brands I'm kind of done with and why, starting with Urban Decay. And for me, Urban Decay, it's just the consistency of the quality of products. Urban Decay used to be the gold standard of high-end makeup. When you saw YouTubers using Urban Decay products, it was like, oh, they got the new Urban Decay Naked 92 palette. Like, it was like a big thing, right? They came out with all kinds of really cool stuff. I have so many good memories of using Urban Decay products, and not just eyeshadow palettes, but some of their other products as well. Like their eyeshadow primer potion. There's a concealer that I absolutely loved from them. I loved some of their lip products. I mean, I feel like Urban Decay was just kind of the staple in everybody's makeup collection, and I really do feel like they've fallen off, and I think it's because they've gone very mass produced. It's the same route that I feel like Too Faced went on, where they stopped really investing in the quality of the products and just started pushing it out. You know what I mean? Just like, well, this is cute and it fits our marketing strategy, so let's just push it out without really making sure that it is tested and really, really high quality. And I found, not just from my own personal purchases, but from listening to you in my comment section, that Urban Decay has just been very inconsistent in the quality of their products. And I'm just not interested in the things they're coming out with. I'm looking at it and I'm just going, it's just not calling to me. It's not saying like this is a high interest product that you need to try and review for, you know, your YouTube channel. Just nothing just is standing out to me. And it's such a bummer because I felt like they were kind of on top of the world and now they're just kind of like, me. What the heck happened to Buxom? What happened to them? I feel like Buxom has just fallen off the whole face of the freaking planet. Like, they used to be really, really known for their lip glosses. They had that little bit of a cooling feeling. They were really pretty, White Russian, all of that. Like, it was like a thing. Like, Buxom was just a fun brand doing fun things. And I think the downfall of Buxom was when they came out with those weird mascaras with all of the multiple wands. I think that could have worked, where essentially you could pick like a base of mascara of like what kind of formula you want, and then you could pick a wand to go with it. And I think it's genius. Like, I love the whole idea of customizing something for your own personal needs, but it was just the price point was stupid. It was absolutely stupid. And I think they shot themselves in the foot on that one. But overall, I just feel like Buxom is just not releasing things. Like, I don't know if they're just don't have the budget to release more stuff or what's happening, but they're just completely falling off and they're just not inspiring me. There's nothing inspired. When was the last time you saw a Buxom product and you were like, yes, I need that in my life? It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Next up is Nudestix, and I know some of you really love Nudestix. I don't love it. I can't think of a single Nudestix product that I have loved so much to continue purchasing it. I remember getting some stuff in subscription boxes and things like that were Nudestix, going to events, getting things from Nudestix, and just like everything I tried, it was like, I don't like this. Either, you know, it was flaky, or it didn't wear a long time, or it wasn't a good texture, it didn't apply well. Like, I've never liked a single product that I've gotten from Nudestix. I don't think that's true. I think there was one lip product, one of their lipsticks, but I don't remember what it was because it was so freaking long ago, that I really liked. But it's been so long, I don't even remember what it was. So I'm officially taking Nudestix off of my radar because, like, I have there's nothing that I want. Nothing.
Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them?
You know, sometimes when the founder of a brand leaves, it loses the heart. You know, the whole heart behind the brand is gone. And I feel like that's what happened with Bobbi Brown Cosmetics. That Bobbi Brown ended her contract. She had this ridiculously long contract with Bobbi Brown Cosmetics. And, you know, it was like an exclusivity thing. And it was like 10 years or something ridiculous that she signed this contract. And then she left and she started Jones Road Beauty, which is like her personal passion. And I feel like when Bobbi left Bobbi Brown, the whole brand just went flat. It went I'm walking through the department store and I see a display and I'm just bored out of my mind. Like, that's kind of the way I feel about Bobbi Brown Cosmetics. Is just there's no heart behind it. There's no, like, passion. There's no makeup artist that is just running this and trying to create something that is freaking phenomenal. Now, with that being said, Jones Road, I have not really loved a lot of stuff from them either, but this is the difference. The difference is you can see that Bobbi's heart is behind these products. Bobbi made them for people that like the same things that Bobbi likes. So I guess we just have differences of opinion about things that we enjoy. I did review the foundation that it's the smell for me on her foundation. I cannot stand it. Also, the fact you have to stir it every single time, and it's not like a bottle that you can shake and have it stir. Like, you have to take let me show you. Hold on. The foundation. So this is just straight out of my drawer, and this is the way that it looks every time I pull it out. Can you see the oil? Like, I'm getting it on my hands, the oil. Look, it's getting look, I can't even pick it up without oil getting all over me. I also tried one of the blushes and it just didn't have enough oomph for me personally. I can see where someone with like more mature, dry skin would love that blush, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that there is an audience for it, even if that audience is not me. With Bobbi Brown, I feel like they're just so generic. They've just lost any kind of, we're gonna make this brand have a specific message or like a feeling or like a branding of it. That's what it is. They've lost their branding. They've lost their pizzazz. Not that they even had a ton of pizzazz before, but it still felt like there was somebody behind the brand that was trying to make something really good. And it just right now, I feel like it's just fallen really flat. Stila was one of those brands that I think every makeup guru had Stila products in their collection. You know, the eyeliner or the glittery shadows and stuff. And I feel like some of us, including me, got kind of caught up in the hype. But I think the more makeup I tried, the more I realized those products really weren't better than other things on the market. That the liquid eyeliner actually smudged on me. The liquid shadows that I loved and I kind of collected for a little while, I feel like some brands came along and they made better alternatives to those. So I give them credit for kind of the innovation behind those cream shadows or liquid shadows in the containers with the doe foot, but at the same time, I feel like they haven't really done anything since then that has stood out to me as something that I want to purchase. They've, again, just kind of fallen flat. And Stila was one that I never really had a huge passion for anyway, because their quality was inconsistent, where I, at the time, was going to Nordstrom Rack and buying stuff to review for the channel. And whenever I bought Stila at Nordstrom Rack, it was always awful, like the eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that. And that made me lose faith and trust in the brand. And maybe that was my fault for going to Nordstrom Rack and trusting the makeup that was there. But it just made me feel weird about the brand. I mean, it was legit Stila products. It was something that the brand made. And I feel like if you're going to create a brand, you need to be consistently good. You can't have whatever launch, because anybody that gets that whatever launch and, you know, they didn't put any heart into it, they're going to be less likely to trust you in the future. It's that whole fool me once kind of thing, you know? And I felt like that about Stila, in that I almost felt duped when I bought them in the past, where there was like hype around something and then I got it and it's like, it's really not very good. This sucks that I wasted my money on this, you know? And we're all out here trying to just not buy crap, you know? So Stila, I feel like I just can't trust them, honestly. All right, here's the one that's making me nervous, but I want to say it. And in the past, I said I wasn't going to buy from Jaclyn Cosmetics anymore, and then I did. Jaclyn Hill is a very polarizing person. There are people that absolutely love her and adore her and feel like she's treated unfairly, and then there are people that feel like she's not held to the fire strong enough. I can see why people like her. She's a very likable personality, but she does things. And she's done things for a really long time that are just shady. You have to understand that I'm the kind of person that gives way too many chances. I know this about myself. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't like to take somebody that I don't know and pass hard judgment on them without a plethora of evidence. I don't like to do that. And even when I do feel like I have a plethora of evidence, I still don't feel like I know the whole story. So I've been very hesitant, even with all the evidence presented to me, to stop buying from Jaclyn Cosmetics completely. And that's just a weakness, I think, within my own person, in that people show me who they are and it takes me a long time to believe them. Because I don't want to believe that this person is really like this. Like, are you really like this? And they're like, yes, I am. And it's like, really? But are you really? Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe there's something that I don't get. Maybe there's a part of the story that I haven't heard that excuses what happened, but I can't do it anymore with her. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. It's too much. It's too many things. I do, like I said, I think people should spend money on whatever they want to spend money on. If you have not seen the drama that happened with her new clothing, it's like a sleepwear, pillowy, blanket, sleeping stuff. It's a line called Cozy, she's calling it. And she says in that video how hard it was for her to get the name Cozy, and that she went, every name she wanted was trademarked.
I am revealing my brand new brand, Cozy. Just saying it out loud feels so good. I know I say this about everything, but you guys, I've been working on this brand for so long that when I launched Jaclyn Roxanne, when I launched my jewelry line a year ago, so many of you guys guessed that it was going to be a brand like this. And I was like, oh my God, I wish I could tell them, because at that time, I was already like neck deep in sampling and trying on all different things for this brand. But I was like, oh my God, like they know me so well. They know that this is what I want to do. But at the time it was jewelry, right? So it's like, it's all coming together. Okay, so as you guys have obviously seen, or maybe you haven't, but on Instagram, I have teased, I've shown a few little sneak peeks here and there. My new brand is called Cozy. You have no idea how hard it was to name this brand. We probably went through 50 names. Everything was taken, everything was trademarked. Oh my gosh, we even came up with words, like created words that isn't even a real word, and they were still taken and still trademarked. I was like, are you kidding me? Like everything's been thought of. It was not easy. And for this brand, I really didn't want to name it something that had my name. I didn't want to make it like Comfort by Jaclyn. Jaclyn loves Cozy. Like what? I wanted it to be different from Jaclyn Roxanne and Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I wanted to prove that I don't have to use my name in order to create good product and hopefully sell incredible luxury product. This is kind of me taking a chance not using my name, which is a big deal for me, because I'm just being honest, like when I use my name, it's gonna go further, right? Because people know who I am, and it's like, okay, sure, like I'll try it out. You know, even the haters, they're like, let's see what this hoe is up to. Let me buy it just to try to talk shit, you know? So I wanted to do something that does have my name in it. So this is a big deal for me. I want to introduce Cozy to you.
And come to find out, that name was actually being used by another YouTuber for their personal line, and they've been using it for many years.
I am rocking this is literally like from 2017. Don't send hate. That's all. That's like the biggest thing I really want to hit home from this is please don't send any hate to anybody, anywhere, because what's done is done, and it's time to look forward to new and better things. I started All Things Coz back in 2017. It originally started as a shop, and I had hoodies. I also had kind of dress wear. I had mugs. I had a couple different things. I started getting a couple DMs and a couple tags in a post that said Koze, K-O-Z-E. And from what I was reading from the comments and from what people were telling me, that this was gonna be the brand launch of a really big creator here. So I just posted a comment on that Instagram post, which only had a couple hundred likes, just saying like, hey, I don't know if this is a brand launch of somebody, but if it is, and like maybe you didn't know I exist, but now you might. I am a YouTuber. I have a brand called All Things Koze. Do you mind maybe just going by any other name? And again, I mean, this was not launched at this point. There was a post from July. I just wanted to kind of like give a little heads up and just be like, please, please don't do that, because what that does, one, the biggest thing is that it would squash my SEO, which is search engine optimization. If you go and you Google Koze, K-O-Z-E, I'm the first thing that pops up, or my business is the first thing that pops up. And my YouTube is also the second thing that pops up. It's like a bunch of videos. If this creator was the creator that was gonna launch this brand, I knew it was gonna do really well. I knew they were definitely gonna have a lot more resources and as well as a lot more following. But the other thing that was a bigger worry for me is that the brand recognition itself, when you saw the word Koze, would no longer be Jaclyn. It would not like Koze, Jaclyn, it would become Koze, this creator. I didn't get any response back from said creator. And then I want to say a week or two later, it was confirmed that this creator was launching this business. I knew at that point they had seen my comment. If I'm being very, very frank and honest, if you were to start any business, if you were to start any company, what would be the first thing you would do when you came up with the name? Would you not look it up on social media and look it up on Google? Because if you did both of those things, you would definitely see my Koze. And if you found my Koze, you would know that I was a fellow YouTuber, a fellow influencer, I hate that word, but content creator with a brand under the same spelling. The other main issue was, well, you didn't trademark it. I am aware that was shit on my part. What really kind of put a bad taste in my mouth was, instead of this creator responding, their team, or they did, just posted a reel with the word Koze, or they call it Koze, with a TM beside it. I was working with lawyers who looked it up and they hadn't trademarked it. In fact, the first post for this brand was in July. So usually when you file a trademark, it takes a week or two to show up in the database. It had been months. There was no trademark filed under this person or their LLC. It looked one way when reality was a different way, because the trademark didn't exist under this person. There are trademarks for Koze, just not under this person or her business. And so, yeah, that kind of was like a response. That was my response. I guess the response that I got.
To be fair, Jaclyn never trademarked it. But at the same time, I have a hard time believing that through all of her searching, she didn't find this brand. I don't think that that's possible. Honestly, I really don't. And it really bothers me that she would create a brand and totally bury this influencer, who isn't a small influencer. She's got, 150,000 followers or something like that. And Jaclyn could fight it in court. She has first to use in commerce. She could totally fight it. And she would probably win. But the thing is it's very expensive. And she's decided that she's going to rebrand instead, which I think is really smart on her part. But it's just sad because I feel like it's not right. I feel like it's wrong. And I feel like Jaclyn took a risk in trying to take that name, and she won. And I don't think that it's right. It really bothers me. Like it hurts my soul. I feel like it's an injustice in our system. And I just think that's so messed up. Jaclyn's done so many things over the past, many, many years. And there's so many videos that have been made about the choices that she's made, just being generally dishonest. And it's like, there's so many makeup brands to buy from. There's so many influencer created brands that I want to buy from. Even celebrity created brands that I would rather buy from. And it's like, why would I buy from somebody that clearly doesn't care about other human beings? Like, clearly, she does not care. And it hurts my soul. So I've just decided I'm not going to buy from Jaclyn Cosmetics anymore. Like, I think I'm done. Like, I was done before, but I think I'm done now. I just can't. I can't. It really bothers me. And the final brand is a brand that I may be done with, I may not be done with, but for now, I'm just bored. NARS is boring me. I feel like they're so expensive, and I feel like the quality is just fine. Like, there's nothing that's making me say I have to have a NARS product. And I think when I used to buy NARS products, it was because of the hype behind them. It was because of the designer feeling of having something NARS, like you had something a little bit bougie, like it just felt good to have that soft touch packaging and, the the print stamped and everything and all of that. But the quality, I feel like, just isn't head and shoulders over other brands that are much less expensive and that I personally am more attracted to. So yeah, I think I'm done with NARS too. I think I'm done. I don't have any desire to buy anything from them. It's kind of sad. So at this point, my friend, it is your turn in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Are these brands that I shouldn't stop buying from because you have this information that I don't have? I would love to know your thoughts. Or do you think I'm making the right decision? Or do you feel like I've missed some brands? I didn't include the brands that I talked about last time, and of course there are other brands that I haven't bought from a long time, will probably not buy from again. This is not a comprehensive list. These are just the 7 that I thought of before I was filming the video. But if there are brands that you feel like I've missed, or brands that you just aren't buying from anymore, I would love to know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to hang out just a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple videos for you right over here to watch. But if it is your time to go, it is no problem at all. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did, and mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon.